Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I am studying for my plant bio lab practical final. So come with me on my journey and through my routine, so hopefully I'll pass. Here's me looking super confident. I've got my coffee, my cinnamon bun latte with oat milk, and I'm ready. Focusing in on the important stuff. These are all of the families that we have seen in lab and that I will be going over. It's a lot. And these are all of the species specific that we've seen in lab. There's quite a few, some with some scientific name changes, so gotta remember those. While I am shuffling these note cards trying to look cool but ultimately failing, let's talk about how I study. I never really had to study in high school, so coming into college and, actually having to study for my exams and my homework and stuff, it was a big surprise. So I've really learned. I had to learn. For stuff like this, I usually like to make a PowerPoint with pictures of everything I've seen and the information. Here's some of the species I have and the pictures that I've taken out in the field. And beside that is the list of all the species. So that's all the information I have on the slides. I'm just going through, finishing up a few of these slides. I usually like to fill them in last because, it keeps it fresh. Here is me being very upset that I did not have a picture of this Trillium erectum. This is me not knowing what I took a picture of. So I go to my handy dandy Newcomb's Field Guide and I look it up. This is me absolutely furious that I didn't have a picture of fairy bells. Once again, me not knowing the species, except this time I found it before, and it's woodvetch in the Fabaceae, the pea family. You'll see that here in a second. I flipped that page, boom, found it, because I'm actually a pro at using a field guide now. At this point, I had started taking pictures of, the flowers in the field guide, which was super, super helpful, and I wish I had done that from the start, not that buttercup on accident, but it's so helpful, helps a lot with identification, and especially going back. And this right here is garlic mustard, extremely invasive and non-native. If you see it, pull it. Boo! I finished my presentation for the most part, so here's me just going through. Some of them are blank, obviously, but I either didn't have pictures or I couldn't identify. Figured I would just go back and fill them in. Another thing that I've recently started doing with more field-oriented labs and classes is going through and drawing the specimens and the species that we see. It helps a lot with being able to identify the features, and I'm not the best artist, but I try. Here's me going through and doing some drawings of some species in the Lamiaceae. The mint family, I think I am drawing henbit and purple dead nettle and ground ivy, I believe, in this time lapse. I accidentally was giggling to myself when I went back and watched these in the library because the way my head shakes and moves is so funny to me. I'm very obviously struggling here. The leaves and the structure of the Lamiaceae, it was really just getting to me. Here's henbit, the line drawing for henbit, and here is my drawing for henbit. Here's me contemplating my life in the bathroom after taking a potty break because I really don't know why I do what I do. Here's me reminding myself why I do what I do, because I am that girl and I can do it, and I love nature. Here I am back on the grind, attempting to tackle purple dead nettle here. Lamium amplexicaulis, nope, Lamium purpureum. Yes, amplexicaulis is henbit, what I just drew. I try and move the book up to my face a little bit more so I'm not tweaking my neck, and here is the line drawing for purple dead nettle, and here is my drawing. I was not pleased with this at all. I think I gave up the Lamiaceae. Yep, here I am going to the Brassicaceae, I believe, or the Aristolochoaceae. Can't pronounce it. Very difficult to pronounce, but I am drawing wild ginger right now. much easier, but I learned I cannot draw straight lines. I am trying to draw Little Brown Jug or Hexastylus aerifolia, and there was no line drawing for it in Newcomb's, so I had to look one up on Google. The picture I found was not ideal, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Here's me contemplating my life, very happy with my line drawings, obviously. Here I'm going through slides of some of my personal favorites. Tiarella cordifolia. I believe it's so pretty. Foam flower, very gorgeous flower. White, very sparse flowers. Polygonatum biflorum or smooth Solomon seal. The little hanging bell-shaped flowers are adorable. I love it. Oh, and an angel appears. Guest star my roommate Haley. She is a pre-med bio major. Look at that stack of flashcards. Here I'm showing fairy bells, which I did not have a picture for. I think they're so pretty. I think they're very adequately named. Sedum ternatum. They have almost succulent-like leaves, and they grow out of very weird places, like rocks and stuff. I really like them. My favorite flower, Lily of the Valley, which we did not see in lab, but is in the field guide. And here's me the next morning before my exam, getting some grub in. Here's me during my exam in the field. We went down to a little place called Ryan's Creek in the Daniel Boone National Forest. Here is a Polygonatum biflorum off a little edge. So beautiful. Here's me on my grind. Those are May apples. The last thing we saw in the field. And here is me walking to turn in my lecture final exam into my beautiful science building.